We also have articulated credit. Does everyone know what that is? Okay, I'd like to explain that just because it does cause some confusion out there, because some folks might be thinking, especially when they see this data, if we break it out, oh, we've been working with colleges for years and students can come and take college courses or get college credit. So there's basically, well, if you go back in time, the model that was generally adopted at community colleges was for there to be local agreements that were just between one college and the local ISDs. Sometimes just with one, sometimes with several. And the agreement would be that credit would be awarded if a student took an articulated credit course in high school that had the college content. If the student successfully graduated from high school and then enrolled in that partner college, then they would be awarded the credit for the course, and in some cases, the student actually has to complete some courses, be successful in some other courses, and then that credit will be articulated. So the student doesn't just take the course and get the credit. Well, with dual credit, that's what happens. The student takes the course, they get the credit, it's on a college transcript. That's what they're going to, if they're going to a Texas public, you know, here you go. I earned this credit at this community college. Articulated, it doesn't happen until later in the process. So we've had a lot of people, and I've mentioned South Texas College does a lot of technical dual credit, places that said, you know what, we like the concept of students being able to take this somewhere else and to actually get credit when they're earning the credit. We're seeing some movement that way, though in some places the pattern has been the articulated and it's worked really well in those locations. Big difference is that there are some requirements for enrollment in the technical dual credit, some eligibility requirements. They're fairly straightforward, but there are requirements. And articulated credit, I think it can vary, and there might not be. So does that help? So we really have articulated credit, dual credit, and then we have your AP and your IB. So there's lots of ways for students to get college credit, and it's helpful to understand the differences. Okay, so we'll look at doing something with this, and just have to keep in mind we do not get data for articulated credit because it does not get reported to us until the credit is, reported by the college, which could be 5 years later. And we don't have a way to know that it was through a dual credit. I mean, through a high school student taking I got to catch myself, through a high school student taking a college level course in a technical area. And articulated credit is in technical areas. We don't see that. The academic is the dual credit because students have to meet TSI or meet those permission standards, so there isn't an equivalent.